Hi friends, it's Gwen. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to do the ultimate book tag. The creator is actually on Goodreads. Her name is Megan, and I was not tagged, but I wanted to do it. It's 25 questions. Let's get started. Question number 1. Do you get sick while reading in the car? Yes, I do, and it sucks, especially on long drives, like to go visit my parents, which I usually do over the summer. I'm planning to go see them during Christmas break, and yeah, I usually don't do the majority of the driving. My fiance does, and I'm basically just sitting there. When I was younger, I would, of course, be in the back seat with my sister, and we would sleep and play games and read and all of that, but I don't know what happened, but I get extremely car sick if I read. Everybody says, like, hold the book up higher, or, you know, I get so sick. And, of course, you're like, audiobooks, Gwen, audiobooks. I can't concentrate on, well, number one, my fiance doesn't really like audiobooks. He likes music, and since he's driving, I kind of let him make that choice. And I do have an audiobook on my, I can't even think of what it's called, my iTouch? No, my iPad. No, my iPod. My iPod. I do have an audiobook on my iPod, and I did listen to that when I went up over the summer, I think it was, and that worked out pretty good. But usually if I'm listening to it like over the speakers in the car, I really can't concentrate. I get sidetracked with something, and I really don't feel like I'm paying attention to the story, so the struggle. Question number 2. Which author's writing style is completely unique to you and why? I wasn't really sure what to go with here, but I picked John Connolly's The Gate. It was a recent read, and the reason why I said it was unique is because of all of the footnotes during it. Those were like integral in, you know, reading this book. They were a huge part of the book, the plot line, the story, and they're littered. I mean, it's every other page, it seems like. And they're long, but they're integral in the story, and they're extremely funny. And usually, of course, when I see footnotes, I'm doing something for school, and I'm reading some, you know, scholarly journal or something like that, and I am trying to skip over those footnotes and get to the point. But, so this was kind of an interesting writing style for me. Question number 3, Harry Potter series or the Twilight Saga? Give 3 points to defend your answer. I loved Harry Potter. I've never read the books. I know. So I'll take a deep breath. I've never read the Harry Potter series. It is on my wish list for Christmas, though. And I didn't read Twilight either, so there's that. I have watched all of the movies. So I've watched all of the Harry Potter movies, and I've watched, of course, all of the Twilight movies. I don't know why everybody hates on Twilight. I guess it's because of the whole sparkly vampire thing, but, I mean, that wasn't a big, huge part of it for me. That was just like one little detail. So I liked the Twilight Saga. I loved Harry Potter. I just went ahead and chose Harry Potter, and my 3 reasons are wizards, magic, and butterbeer. Okay, book number 4, it says, do you carry a book bag? If so, what's in it besides books? I don't know if they meant like a book bag, the school book bag, or like a backpack book bag, or like a book bag that you carry around your books in for fun. Okay, so I do have a book bag for school, and it's super heavy. What's in that besides books? I have my little pencil thing that I have highlighters and pencils and pens and just other like stuff like a whiteout, an eraser, the little tops from Starbucks, a paper clip, so that, and I have my binder, I have my planner, I have notebooks. Those aren't books. I have hand sanitizer, chapstick, lotion, Post-it notes, boring stuff really. I mean, I'm not really a junky, like shove stuff in my backpack type of person. So there's that. Now if you're talking about the other type of book bag, like this one, I have a few of these actually, and they're always empty. Basically, the only time I really use these is if I'm going to a library book sale, and I learned that on like my first trip in. They don't really have any bags or anything to put the books in, or if they do, they're plastic bags, and I have like a million plastic bags. So the second time I went, I just brought one of my, empty canvas book bags and put the books in it, and then when I got home, I take them out, and then I fold this up for my next trip to the library. So that's, I don't know which one. So there's both. Question number 5, do you smell your books? It's not something I do regularly, but I have. I'm not one of those huge book smeller person. I guess unless it's like an old book, and then if I open it, like especially like if I get something at like a thrift store or an antique store, or my mom's given me a book or something like that. Sometimes when you open a book, it has that like perfumey smell, and I'm like, what is that? So I will smell that, and I like the way new books smell, but I'm not like every time I get a new book. So, I don't know. Not that there's anything bad with it. It's not something I do. Question number 6, books with or without little illustrations. I mean, either's fine with me. Question number 7, what book did you love while reading, but discovered later that it wasn't quality writing? And I'm going to go with the generic answer here and say that any book that can make me love it, I think is quality writing. It's hard. I think that you have to have a good definition of quality writing. I love children's books, but that's not, true literature. And I mean, I love journals from people, and that's not true literature. So I don't know what that question is really looking for, but I think anything that I ended up loving is quality to me. Question number 8, do you have any funny stories involving books from your childhood? Please share. The only 2 things that I think they're not really funny stories, but when I grew up, I read a lot of Sweet Valley High and the Babysitters Club. And, of course, I wanted to be a twin thanks to Sweet Valley High. And I also wanted to have a horse. So every Christmas, I would ask for a horse. What do you want for Christmas? A horse. What do you want for Christmas? A horse. I ended up fading out of that. And to this day, I have never ridden a horse. So there's that. And then the Babysitters Club, I used to babysit. And I used to want to start a babysitting club. So those aren't really funny, but I don't know. Question number 9, what is the thinnest book on your shelf? And I'm just going to say some random children's books. I have some that are like the little mini readers. I know, not exciting. What is the thickest book on your shelf? And I believe this is the thickest book on my shelf. I'm pretty sure. Oops, stuff fell out of it. I'm pretty sure that it is. I'll show you what fell out of it in a minute. But it's this book that my mom read, and then she gave to me, and I have still not read it. It's huge. It's ginormous. It's a Jane Goodall book, of course. It is just, it is like tiny type, and it is 740 pages. And I don't know if I have a larger book, but this one is just so... I want to read it so bad, and it has pictures. It's like one of those books that has the pictures and stuff. But it is so daunting to even, I don't know, I feel like I'm never going to get through it. Oh, do you want to know where I am? I'm on chapter 2. I'm right here. And here's the bookmark that my mom left in the book. And it's my bookmark, and it's got like holly on it. I don't know if you can see. See? My bookmark. So yeah, it's right here. It's keeping my page. But honestly, if and when I do get back around to it, I'm going to start at the beginning. So I don't even know why I'm still marking it. But here's something that fell out of it. It's my fall leaves. Since it's such a heavy book, I put my fall. They're hard now, but they save their color. So I have all these beautiful fall leaves in my Jane Goodall book that I forgot about. And I probably didn't even put these in there that long ago, so there we go. So yeah, so that's my biggest book. Let's see. Question number 11. Do you write as well as read? Do you see yourself in the future as being an author? When I'm in school, I really don't write much, and right now, obviously, I am in school. I would like to have, to write a book and be published one day. I'm unsure if that will be a YA book, an adult book, a children's book. I'm not really sure. I am kind of working on an idea for a children's book. It actually just came to me over the weekend. I tried writing several books before when I was younger. I do hope to participate in NaNoWriMo next year. We'll see what happens. But the reason why I don't write while I'm in school is because yesterday, literally, I was at my computer typing away, writing a book report for my interpreting class, and I was writing for 7 hours. Yeah, it took me 7 hours to write a paper for school. So once I'm done with that, I'm done for the day. Like, that is like a full-time job. And yeah, so I don't do a lot of writing when I'm in school just because I'm pretty far into my degree program and I'm doing a lot of research papers, a lot of projects, a lot of typing, a lot of sitting at my computer. And I don't have that extra free time right now, so... Next question. Question number 12. When did you get into reading? I'm not exactly sure, but sometime when I was a kid. I remember reading as far back as I can remember. I especially remember once we lived at 663 Morton Avenue, Aiken, South Carolina, 29801. When we lived there, my parents would buy us books for Christmas, and I would read them within the day. We would sit around our kerosene heater and I would read them within the day. Question number 13. What is your favorite classic book? I don't really know what my favorite classic book would be because I don't really read a lot of classics. Question number 14. In school, what was your best subject? Language arts, English, etc. I'm going to say art, because I'm pretty creative and I love art, and I was in the National Art Honor Society in high school. Is that still a thing? Question number 15. If you were given a book as a present that you had read before and hated, what would you do? Donate it. Question number 16. What is a lesser known series that you know of that is similar to Harry Potter or the Hunger Games? I really couldn't think of a lesser known, but I did kind of do a little bit of research, and for Harry Potter, not that it's not well known, but I picked The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis and the Olympians series by George O'Connor. And then and I haven't read either of those. I know. I suck. And then The Hunger Games, another series I haven't read, but I want to buy and read like yesterday. And that's Unwind, and there's like 2 other books, and that's by Neil Schusterman. Those sound so good. So I want to read that. Question number 17. What is a bad habit you always do? I'm not really sure. I'm sure you could point out some bad habits that I always do. What is your favorite word? Serendipity and happy accident. I just love that. And like the movie too. I just loved the movie. But yeah, serendipity. Question number 19. Are you a nerd, dork, or dweeb, or all of the above? I guess I'm going to go with nerd. I always call myself a nerd because I guess that just kind of, it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of nerdy. I play online games. I read a lot. I don't know. I don't know what the definitions of those are. But I just always call myself a nerd. So I'm like book nerd or I don't know. I don't use it like in a bad way though. I don't think being a nerd, a dork. Oh, I guess I am a dork. Yeah, I'm a little dorky. So now I'm confused. Dweeb, no. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but I mean, I don't even use that word in my vocabulary. Nerd or dork? I'm probably both. I'm probably both of those, nerd and dork. There you go. Okay, then this starts getting a little, I don't know. But I just tried to make a decision. Vampires or fairies and why? I picked fairies because they love nature and so do I. And plus, I don't want to drink anybody like human blood. No. Shapeshifters or angels. Why? I chose angels because I guess it would depend on what type of shapeshifter, or maybe I don't know what a shapeshifter is. Sorry. Spirits or werewolves and why? I picked werewolves because they're strong. Zombies or vampires. I picked vampires because zombies are all decayed. Do you watch The Walking Dead? Did you see the melted zombies or Walking Dead? They were like melted and it was so gross. So I'm going to go with vampires because they live forever and they're usually hot and yeah. Question number, so that was questions 20 through 23. Question number 24, love triangle or forbidden love? I guess it just depends. But I'm going to go with love triangle because I just think it makes it more interesting. And last question, question number 25, full-on romance books or action-packed with a few love scenes mixed in? And lame answer, I know, but I guess it just depends on my mood. So that is the ultimate book tag. I'm sure a million of you have already filmed it and posted it. I was looking it up this morning, and yes, some of you have already filmed it. I have not watched a lot of them. I know some of my answers are kind of lame. I tried to do my best, but if you're still interested in doing this tag, feel free to do that. Leave a comment with a link to your video doing it. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!